Everybody ready to go?
Yes.
All right, I have an executive committee or an executive session set for later on, and I don't think that the actual business is going to take that long. But I've also got some additions to the agenda. One, under old business, the Townshend Dam project that Ally's been working on. Two, under new business, J Road project, we have bids to open. And three, we have a correspondence from HCRS about the money that the taxpayers voted in town meeting. So I do actually have, but they're not here. I will get this minutes crap straightened out here eventually. We're not going to have any of those to approve this time, and I'm not sure what I did with them. Probably still sitting on my desk. But they were for the July 27th meeting. All right, warrants. Rob, go ahead.
Make a motion, pay the warrants, starting with number one, payroll, in the amount of $11,924.38. Number two, payroll tax, in the amount of $5,066.38. Number three, general fund, in the amount of $29,694.46. Number four, highway fund, the amount of $44,596.47. Equipment, in the amount of $2,434.99, for a total of $93,716.68.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any one of those? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And no opposed. All right, so that takes care of that. The reports, go ahead, Steve.
Gravel crushing completed last week. That's why one of our warrants for the highway, that was a $40,000 project. Roadside mowing was supposed to start on August 16th, and this week the mower's been broken in another town. It's been down for several weeks waiting for parts. We are now scheduled to have the mower the week of 9/13 and 9/20, but we do need to revise our insurance certificate. Do I have the authority to do that with the LCT?
Yeah. Any opposition to that?
No.
Okay.
All right, so I'll get an updated insurance certificate. The East Hill project is underway with Dale Clark. It continues. We're close, I would say, getting close to 50% complete. As far as the highway department is going, we switched from damage repair to now changing culverts. We were on Taft today. Tomorrow we'll be on Simpson Brook. And at the end of the week, the grader will start spreading gravel, covering all the road builder that we put in to do the road repairs. That's all I have.
Okay. Any questions for Steve? Okay. Treasurer's report. Now, if you look in your packets, I put in what she has written in here, and I am not 100% sure what she is trying to say by this, but there are a couple of figures. One of them is $589,146.98 for FY 2021-22. Then in the municipal investment fund for 823, there's $1,290,835.47, and the checking account holds $30,000. So all of the figures are at least read off.
What she's trying to say, because I asked the question in the handwritten portion, is that's what she's collected so far in taxes for the first quarterly payment, which is due this Friday.
Okay.
She's collected $589.
Yes.
All right, no town clerk's report today. Just a couple of things. COVID, and I know you don't want to hear this, but there was a EOC briefing on COVID, which had gone away. And one of the complaints that they wanted, that the people that were part of this meeting wanted brought up and addressed with state statute is they wanted to be able to go back to remote meetings. When the state of emergency expired, the statute for remote meetings, solely remote meetings, also expired. So until state law changes, the only thing that can be done remotely is hybrids. So if we're doing training, if we're participating in somebody else's meeting, that's however they fall into the statute. With us, if we are producing some sort of a public meeting, it has to be in person, and we are working on the process of covering it as well on Zoom. So if we have people that wants to speak to the board, they can. So the other thing is they are have been concerned about the uptick in the Delta variant, especially since kids are not going to be covered by the time they go back to school. So any kid from between 2 and 11 is uncovered. They are finding throughout the country with the large amount of this Delta variant that kids are particularly at risk. If you've got both of your shots, you can still catch it. The benefit if you've had both of your shots and you catch it is it's supposed to be less prevalent, not as dangerous to you. However, if you are in the presence and you inhale and you can carry, even with the inoculations, the virus.
Is this a doctor's opinion?
Yes.
Or is this a...
No, it's the health commissioners.
Because...
I wouldn't waste my breath if it was.
Well, I understand, but I think we've had it beat over our head enough.
Well, I don't disagree.
On to something different.
Let me finish and then we will. This is more public service type of thing. Basically, you can carry it if you've had the inoculations and you can pass it to kids. So if you have kids in your house that are under the vaccine age, that's a consideration you might want to take into account. I did it as quickly as I could.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so the other thing that happened, as you all well know from all of the updates you got from the storm, is the storm this time raised havoc, except for here. They had dialed up everything at the state EOC, had all of us sitting or going back and forth whether we're going to deal with this or we're not going to deal with this, right up until the morning of the next morning after it's passed. And as far as I know, we didn't get hit with anything other than just steady and constant rain, correct?
Yeah, and not less than an inch.
Okay, good. Because at one point, we had a meeting, fire department, Steve, had a meeting prepping for this, and they were at that point saying up to 10 inches. And it went somewhere else, apparently.
Awesome.
Yep, because still got enough messes from the last one. Okay. So that's what that was all about. Errors and omissions we signed, that went into the missing realm, and now it's been re-signed. And I may put it in their hands tomorrow myself. Line of credit, progress report. The paperwork's been started with the bank, People's United. They have asked some questions that I need to talk to you about based on what you've heard so far from the state and FEMA. If FEMA's even showed up around here, they only need to prove $1 million worth of damage anywhere in the county for there to be a declaration from FEMA. And from what I understand, there was well over 5 million in just one area. So we need to update the bank on that in order to move that forward. And we were moving forward with 300,000 in the line of credit. Okay. All right, I've gotten through all the old business now. We got a correspondence thing, and it came from HCRS. HCRS is thanking the taxpayers of Townshend for contributing $1,100 to the Healthcare and Rehabilitation Services Navigator Program. This was something out of the social funds that were voted on back in March. Solid Waste Management would like to have a permit for the use of the town hall for September 1st, it's Wednesday. They have a meeting from 7 to 8:30 that they'd like to have here. It's a public meeting. They have presented the insurance coverage here. Any questions?
It's also supposed to include transfer station attendants, and they asked if Eddie could attend, our attendant could attend. It's informational.
If you think that's what he needs to do to be part of it, yeah, I'm good with it.
Were we waiving the fee? Or are we not waiving the fee?
No, this is a public meeting for this area for the most part. That's up to you.
I thought that we asked before if it was, I mean, don't we pay to be in the program?
We do.
All right. And I thought that we went through that the last meeting, or not the last meeting, but the meeting that they asked maybe 2 or 3 ago.
Is it the one I wasn't here for?
Nope.
I don't remember.
Right or wrong?
We
It may have
voted
been
to
a different
waive
meeting.
it? Is that what you're saying? We voted to
You-
waive it?
Well, no.
No,
we
because
didn't
we-
vote to waive it. We voted, my point was, is if we pay to be in Windham Solid Waste, then we shouldn't be paying or be waiving the fee. If they want to use our, facility, then we should be able to use their facility for the $50 or whatever it is, and
And 2 years ago, Green Up Day was free. They covered the costs.
now they don't.
Now they don't. Now we have to pay to get rid of Green Up Day bags and whatever else we get.
Okay.
So we used to have some benefits to it, and now we don't, and we're being asked to use the building for free. And that's where I come in.
Are they asking to have it waived?
I think they asked to waive it to
They
begin with.
didn't check off in the box requesting to waive the fee. So,
Perfect.
And
Okay,
I think
good.
it may have been a different meeting
Yeah.
that came up a couple of weeks ago.
Very
okay.
good.
All right,
That was my
so,
question.
so you're all,
If they're
this-
willing to pay the $50, cool. Good to
okay.
go.
Well, I guess we need a motion then.
I'd make a motion to approve the use of the town hall by the Windham Solid Waste Management.
For $50 in usage fee?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Oh, we already did that. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. So approved. Pending. Fee. $50. All right, I'll see if that gets taken care of for that other thing. All right. J Road project. We have bids to open.
4 contractors were invited for the pre-bid meeting at the site on J Road. Only 2 showed up, and those 2 did submit bids. The first one I'll open is from Basin Brothers. For a total of $198,644. The second one is from Renaud Brothers. $136,000 even.
It's a big difference.
I'd make a motion to approve Renault Brothers bid for $136,000, or not to exceed $136,000 for the J Road project.
I second.
Okay, motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 5-0. Okay. And Allison, I apologize. I blew right over the top of your presentation you wanted to give about the dam project. So the floor is all yours.
The only updates that I have are that the listers were kind enough to, give me the surveys that we've had in the past from the dam, from all of the spaces that they have. They're really beautiful survey maps. And they also showed me, and in your packet is the way that they've assessed the property, and then there's another fiscal year information sheet that basically shows us what the federal government pays per acre for the location, and just good information to attach to our letter, just so that we have everything figured out. The total property value is assessed on this page if you guys have it. It's just listed and assessed there, and then what a statute for the federal government looks like is basically just that they've adjusted it based on their own taxation laws that they've decided. So I think that's kind of interesting to bring to a point in this letter, is that they kind of gave us an arbitrary number. They originally said it was going to be less, and now it's more. And I think this is kind of a good case for us to receive some taxation money back. So hopefully when I mail this letter out on our letterhead, we'll have, some positive response. We'll just have to see what happens, I guess. But this is just the new development. And more information soon. Stay tuned. Wow.
Any other questions?
Well, first things when I look at this, at the lister's evaluation of the piece of property, I don't see that there's the amount of bathrooms that they have there. Pavilions, I do see that they have a garage, which is 1,280 feet. So I would question whether even the town listing is accurately.
It needs to be updated. It hasn't been taken, they haven't.
Well, do you know what I'm saying? Where there's
Yeah.
bathrooms there, there's water amenities. If you go to any one of these places around, they keep track of your kitchen, your bathrooms, all of the other stuff, and you pay quite a bit by it. And
Might be helpful, just something that might be interesting to find out is how much that piece of property would cost the average citizen.
Right, that's what I was.
Yeah, this is like the total value.
Because I'll bet you it isn't $2,900.
No way. But this is the value that they gave to the property, which is 1,100,800. It's circled at the bottom.
Yeah, 1.1.
But that was according to the original survey, and since then the amount of land has shifted a little. It's an extra 10 acres, but this was assessed, in the 90s. So it hasn't been re-surveyed since then.
So they're paying $2.87 per acre right now.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, that's all the business that I have unless anybody else has anything else, except for the executive session we need to go into for a couple of discussions. Anything else? No. All set? All right, so I'd entertain a motion to Move into executive session under section 1 VSA 313B personnel.
So moved.
Moved. Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Right. Okay. There won't be anything for you to report out of it, so.